Hi, I'm Micah Metz with World Gospel Mission, and I'm here with Darin and Laura from the AIF with World Gospel Mission, and thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having us.
We're happy to be here.
Good, good. To get started, could you, in a couple sentences, just tell me a little bit about yourselves, your family, and where you minister?
Sure. So again, we're Darin and Laura, and our son Andrew Arnott. We're originally from northern Indiana, and God called us to the American Indian Field here in Arizona, and we're with World Gospel Mission, and we primarily serve on the Tohono O'odham Reservation, which is in the southern part of Arizona, and we've been out here for going on 5 years now.
In Arizona, what does quarantine look like for you and your family? And then also, what does it look like for the surrounding area?
Mm. Well, for our family, quarantine has been a challenge for sure, as most people would probably say it has been. Uh, we've just kind of kept to ourselves, stayed inside as the government has asked. When we do go out, we wear our masks and different things. Our son is finishing his freshman year of high school online and is doing well. And so he has his music that he loves to do. He's a drummer, so we listen to a lot of drums. Um, and we play games as a family and go for walks. We haven't been told we can't do that, so we've been doing that, staying active the best we can. So yeah, is there anything?
Yeah, and then out on the reservation, I think that it's the same way, people are trying to obey the restrictions and stay in. And so the times that we've gone out, we still see people, but we keep our distance, and the kids are still running around and playing with each other. And so it's still really nice to see the people.
Yeah, good, good. That's good to hear. With restrictions, with quarantine, what does ministry look like right now?
Right. So right away when the restriction came that we couldn't be doing church as we know it, I got right away thought of Zoom and got as many people as I could, including the pastor, to figure this thing out. And the Lord has blessed it. It's been a wonderful time to still connect. We still have a group of ladies, 3 or 4 ladies that go to the church still and do the Zoom on their phone, because a lot of times on the reservation the technology is pretty limited. But most people that can get on have been getting on, and we also have continued our weekly Bible study via Zoom. So it's been a great blessing to be able to still connect in those ways. Another thing that we've been doing, we have a food distribution ministry that we do once a month, and that had to change a little bit because of bringing people in, and we couldn't gather like that. So it was always a vehicle to give a gospel presentation. And so what we've done is we have some food bags that we do weekly now, and we take them out to the area villages and go door to door, keep our distance, wear our masks, but then we offer prayer. And it's been very receptive, and it's been great to go out with the pastor as well. And it's just been a great blessing. So going forward, we've been praying on, okay, how does this look? Maybe it's a dual thing. Do we do it at the church maybe once a month, but yet maybe another week or something we can still go and do door to door, offer prayer in that way. So it's very exciting times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really cool. And
Yeah.
in talking with some other global workers there on the field, I had heard a story about someone that hadn't ever opened their door, that over time opened their door and invited them in. And this is a time where people are excited for other people, like we've all been so limited in our interaction with each other that it's a great opportunity just to build relationships. And so that was exciting to hear that delivering food and having church on Zoom is opening doors in new ways. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear how supporters can be praying and supporting you guys and the ministry there on the field.
Sure. Like you shared a second ago, we have had some new connections. It's been really exciting. There's been 2 new villages that we've been going to. One of them, we hope to start a Bible study after the restrictions are lifted. One of them, we're just starting to build relationships. So along with just individual relationships that we didn't have previously. So that's probably the biggest prayer request, is just that the Lord would continue to guide us in what's the next steps, for expanding ministry. And that is one thing that this quarantine time has allowed for, is just all of us to be able to seek the Lord and to watch where he's working and have the opportunity to join him. So we would love it if people would join us in praying specifically for what ministry will look like after this period.
Yeah. I think another prayer request I think of is for our pastor, Pastor Felix. He announced at Easter that he is retiring and moving to the church. And so he's going to be available more out there. And I think we're excited with that, because that, as I always think of us as Aaron and Urs, is that we can be out there more with him. He is the native pastor. He is the shepherd, if you will, of the flock. And it just is going to open doors into communities, not only for the church, but in the neighboring communities as well. So just that transition, I think, would be the prayer for the pastor and for us.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's great to be able to know how we can be best praying for you and ministry there. And it sounds like there's some really cool things happening and ways that God is expanding. And just thank you both so much for joining me and just filling in me and our supporters on how they can help and how they can support you.
Sure.
Well, thank you so much for having us.